My roommate kept stealing my food, so I purposely cooked with something he was allergic to, and now he is mad at me for poisoning him. So my 24M past roommate jumped ship, which left me in a tough situation. And I had this dude Oliver, 26M, move in a few months ago, and living with him has been a nightmare. I work night shifts, usually at night at a car dealership, and I always cook my own food instead of going out to eat because I'm locked in. When Oliver moved in, he told me that he was deathly allergic to sesame oil, and I told him that I would do my best to avoid that, but that I only ever used olive oil and avocado so he wouldn't have to worry about that. The issue is, ever since he's settled down and become comfortable, he always eats my food. The first time it happened was when I was going to pack my food for work, which I had cooked the day before, and when I opened the fridge, it was gone. The only thing left was an empty container. I knew it had to have been Oliver because nobody else comes over to our house. I figured he must have gotten hungry and ate my food, so I just let it slide because I felt bad for him. It wasn't even a full week later when I realized that my food was missing again, and this time, the empty container was left in the sink for me to wash. I confronted Oliver about it, but he just denied it and said that I must have ate my food and forgot that I had done so. I told him that he was delusional and that I knew that it was him, but I was not about to start a fight, so I left it at that. The third time, I had cooked steak the day before and was about to sit down and eat it when I checked the fridge and saw that it was missing. The whole container was gone. I walked into Oliver's room, and he was sitting under his desk, obviously hiding, and eating my food. I yelled at him and told him to stop eating my stuff and to pay me back for all the stuff he's ate, and he just sat there and started crying. He then proceeded to apologize a million times, and say that he did not know that I was not willing to share with him, because his previous roommates shared all the food and that's what he was used to. I told him that I had explicitly told him previously to not eat my stuff, but he just kept apologizing and saying that it would not happen again. I waited for him to send me money for food, which of course he did not do because he claimed that his account was empty because he had just paid rent. I went out and was furious, and I realized what I was going to do. I prepped my next meal, and had bought sesame oil to cook it with, and packed it in the fridge for the next day. Well, the next day came, and I headed out to go to the gym, and my food was still in the fridge. I did my workout, and by the time I came back, there was an ambulance out front. I ran upstairs, and as expected, the EMTs were seeing to Oliver, and I hate to admit it, but I did not feel bad at all. I warned him so many times to stop eating my food, and there he was, poisoned at his own fault. He started yelling at me, saying that I tried to poison him and that this was all my fault and that I would have to pay his medical bill, but the EMTs continued with assisting him and calming him down. They took him away to the hospital in an ambulance, and I was able to relax and cook that evening, without worrying about him eating my food again.